You are Locked On Ole Miss, your daily podcast on the Ole Miss Rebels. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Do us a favor, like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Subscribe to the podcast on whichever audio podcatcher you're listening to and give it a 5-star review. It costs absolutely nothing. It keeps all of this free. If you want more, join the Insiders program in the subtext link down below. No trolls, 14-day free trial, and the easiest way ever to cancel. So don't forget to check out a second listen on the network. Nearly every team, college or pro, they're ready for you to join. So with the 3 annual opponents, and we have a crossover segment, a little mini Thunderdome with the Locked On Sooners host in the third segment, talking about Oklahoma and Ole Miss and the third annual opponent and all of that stuff. Wanted to throw that in there for you because honestly, I have no animosity towards Oklahoma, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Ole Miss and LSU needs to move back to Halloween. If it doesn't move back to Halloween, the SEC has failed. The SEC has blundered in a way that honestly, I don't know if they can come back from. I will not feel good about them unless they're able to do it. And listen, it makes sense because this is a post that was on X. It's been 23 years, and this has been longer, it's been longer than that, since Ole Miss and LSU played the week of Halloween. Why is it still a thing people talk about? Because it's special, because it's real, because ghouls and goblins and weird stuff happening. It was fitting around the Halloween day. It was lost because LSU got good under Nick Saban, and Alabama got good to where they wanted to take a week off the week before the Alabama or the week before the LSU game. That's what they wanted to do. And I understand that. I get it. And that game was, the bye week game was traditionally like November 6th. So Halloween was not touchable. It was not able to be played on that day because they wanted that to be a bye week because it would have been Ole Miss than Alabama. I get that. Now LSU is no longer playing Alabama as an annual opponent. That's gone away. So that bye week need has gone away as well. It is officially okay. There is no reason not to do this, to move LSU and Ole Miss to the Halloween weekend. And the tradition that my father and his father saw about Ole Miss and LSU on Halloween, it can return to these Gen Z players, Gen Z fans that have never seen an Ole Miss LSU game on Halloween. This is an opportunity to give something back to the fans. Whenever you throw out traditions, which they do, they throw out traditions from time to time. This is an opportunity to get at least a little bit back. And it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't hurt anything. Ole Miss and LSU playing on October 31st. It doesn't mean anything other than the fact that a little piece of college football history, a little piece of tradition is coming back. That is a major point to people my age and above. One of the first football games I ever went to was in 1983, Halloween weekend for Ole Miss and LSU in Jackson Memorial Stadium. Timmy Moffitt ran a punt back for a touchdown. I had to be covered up by a coat because of whiskey bottles flying in the LSU section because my mom bought tickets in the LSU section. It is something that made this game from the beginning the game I most want to win every season. The LSU game is of the utmost importance, and the SEC should try everything that they have to get this game back to Halloween because honestly, it belongs on Halloween. In our final segment, we're joined by John Williams of Locked On Sooners to talk about Ole Miss and Oklahoma being locked in as yearly rivals. Honestly, I'm not upset about it. I mean, that's a fun game and all. And I'll tell you exactly why this matchup makes sense and why fans on both sides honestly should embrace it. That is coming up next. Thank you for making Locked On Ole Miss your go-to source for Ole Miss sports. We pride ourselves on offering the most comprehensive perspectives, which is why we're the front door of Ole Miss. Don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment. It helps the show and it's absolutely free. Your support means the world to us. In another big moment for Locked On, college football fans, Locked On and Fire TV are presenting College Football Kickoff, your ultimate weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12 leads the conversation alongside two-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, and former college star Jesse Holley, as well as Locked On's local experts. I'll be on the show this week, by the way. A college football preview only Locked On can do. Catch College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. Hotty toddy, everybody. And remember, analytics is just the old English word meaning bad football. We'll see you tomorrow.